Good morning friends. Today we learn about fears of tooth from B.Sc. third year mammalian histology. Tooth are hardest substance in the human body. In mammals, teeth are two types, that is primary teeth and permanent teeth. Primary teeth number is 20. It is also called as deciduous teeth. These teeth is replaced by permanent teeth. Permanent teeth number is 32 and this primary teeth is replaced by permanent teeth. So it is called as Heterodone teeth. Having two sets are present. Next, this mammalian teeth is also called as Heterodone teeth. These Heterodone teeth are fixed in bony socket, so it is called as Heterodone teeth. Next, this mammalian teeth is also called as Heterodone teeth. These heterodont teeth having different types and such incisors, canines, premolars and molar teeth are present. So it is called as heterodont teeth. This teeth is divided into three main parts. First crown, second neck and third part is root. The crown is visible part and this crown covered by white glistening organ. It is called as enamel. This crown is visible and projection into the mouth cavity. Neck is present in between crown and root part. Third part is root. This root is fixed in the bony socket as like trees root are fixed and these roots are fixed in the bony socket. Structurally, tooth is made up of four components, that is first component is enamel, second component is dentine and third component is cement and fourth component is pulp cavity. This enamel, it is hardest substance containing inorganic salts and calcium phosphate. Enamel covers the dentine and this enamel it is damaged. When this enamel is damaged, it cannot be repaired and this enamel is harder than the bones. Bones when damaged it repairs, but enamel is not repaired. And enamel is composed of enamel rods or prisms or an intersegmental substance in the enamel. This enamel is composed of prisms, rods and intersegmental substance. These enamels shows lines of growth and these lines of growth is called as lines of retiges. These lines of retiges is incremental lines and these increases according to age. Next type is dentine. This dentine is hard, yellowish and elastic. It forms the bulk of tooth and gives the main strength to it. Morphologically, dentines resembles bone and composed of collagen fibers. In the matrix of calcified fine branching microscopic tubules are present. This dentine is formed by odontoblast cells. Here in pulp cavity shows single layer of odontoblast cells, and these odontoblasts forms the dentine layer, and these odontoblasts gives branching protoplasmic process towards the dentine called dentinal fibers. These fibers deposits dentines around itself, forming dentinal tubules are formed. In this diagram shows these odontoblast cells. These are forms the dentinal tubules, and these dentinal tubules formed from the odontoblast cells. Next layer is cement layer. This cement layer is morphologically and composition is similar to the bone. It is lighter in color than dentine. It forms sheet of calcified connective tissue around the tooth. This cementum layer forms the calcified connective tissue sheet around the dentine, and it covers the dentine, and this cementum forms two cells are present, a cellular cells and second cell is cementocytes cells. A cellular cells covers the pronotum region, and cementocytes cells, these forms the protective covering over the dentinal and to attach the tooth to the surrounding structure. Next, this cementum covers the periodontal membrane. This cement covers the periodontal membrane, and this periodontal membrane, it is also called as ligaments. It also a sheet of connective tissue surrounding the root of the tooth. It is not calcified, and it lines the alveolar cavity of jaws in which tooth is placed. This periodontal membrane lines the alveolar cavity of jaws in which tooth is placed, and the gum, it is also called as gingiva, is a layer of keratinized stratified squamous epithelium supporting layer of connective tissue. It is connected to the teeth by periodontal membrane and epithelium attachment. Here this gum or gingiva, this connects enamel and periodontal membrane are connected. Pulp cavity. Next division is pulp cavity. This pulp cavity is present in the center, mainly consists odontoblast cells, blood vessels, nerve fibers. It is this pulp cavity is living unit, and this pulp cavity mainly apical region contains apical foramen. Through this apical foramen, blood vessels and nerve fibers are enter into the pulp cavity, and this pulp cavity main function is to nourish the pulp cavity. To summarize, in mammalian tooth is hardest part in the body, and these tooth is diphyodont, thecodont and heterodone teeth are present. The main parts is crown, neck and root. Crown is white glistening organ projecting in the mouth cavity. Neck connect to the crown and root. Root is again fixed in the bony socket like plant roots, and according to structural, this tooth is divided into 4 main parts. Enamel. This enamel is voice glistening organ, and this is hardest than the bones. This enamel shows incremental lines of growth. It is called as lines of retiges. This next type is dentine. Dentine formed from odontoblast cells, and these dentine contains dentinal tubules. Next layer is cementum. This cementum layer is again, these are sheet of connective tissues, and this cementum layer forms two types of cells, that is acellular cells and cementocyte cells are present. And last point is pulp canal, and this pulp canal contains odontoblast cells, nerve fibers and blood vessels are present, and these blood vessels nourish the pulp cavity, and nerves gives sensation to the pulp cavity. Total teeth depends upon 2 factors, that is non-cellular component and cellular component are present in this tooth. Thank you for watching the video.